it was less than 2 weeks from the time that we had uttered that hallowed and evocative prayer of Unesanet Tokef that we saw, heard with our own eyes and ears every single phrase of that tefillah realized and actualized. Mi ba'mayim, mi ba'esh, these horrible terrorists, these insects from Gaza that broke through the border. Mi ba'chenek, mi ba'skila, mi anua, they displaced people, they murdered people, men, women, and children, when on October 7th, Shmini Atzeres, Simchas Torah, Hamas carried out a coordinated attack on Israel. 3,000 missiles, paralleled by 2,500 ground troops. These horrible people that you can't even look at. The videos are impossible to believe. The news is something that you can't look at, but yet you can't not look at. 199 hostages remain. Shock and awe. Mothers will be going to sleep, well, trying to go to sleep, but unable to, so racked by pain and worry, and fathers unsure if their children will return home from the hornet's nest that they are going in to fight in Gaza. Not sure if they're going to return in a jeep or in a coffin. And the mournful truth is that while for us this is all very new and we find it hard to cope with, if you open up a Jewish history book, this chapter fits right in. How many times have the Jewish people been the target of some horrible, brutal, and macabre massacre? So what do? We look to our generals, and what do our generals tell us? They almost always just tell us what the Rishonim, what the Torah told them. And in this situation, the Rambam, a halacha right at the beginning of the laws of a fast day, Hilchas Tainus, tells us that it is a mitzvah aseh, a positive commandment min Torah, lizoik ulaharia bechatzotros, to cry out to Hashem and to sound the trumpets, a kol tzara shetavai ala tzibur, when there is a pain, a tzara, an affliction to the community. The davazer midarchei atshuva, and when we come together to daven and to cry out to Hashem, it helps us to come closer to Hashem. It's tshuva. And how sad would it be if we let these martyrs die without us trying to take something and then actually do something and make a point to come closer to Hashem, for God forbid that these people should die in vain. And the nakuda that Rabbi Lopiansky said is that it's very much about tzibur, community. The Rambam says that when it's a tzara on a tzibur, that we take this initiative. A personal tzara, we don't necessarily set up houses of worship and special piyutim and tehillim together. And think about milchama and what war really is. For when an army will come together, individuals all fighting for a global or one single cause, is there anything more achdus creating and unifying than that? You don't say Tehillim alone, but you've seen the pictures and the videos. We come together as a tzibur. We come together as an Am Yisrael. Because this milchama is a milchama against evil and the Jewish people. So while it seems maybe even our own steiging, which is wonderful, may still be somewhat self-centered, but we come together with this mitzvah aseh to sound the shofar and to say to Tehillim as a group, as one, as an Am Yisrael, and we fight back. And you've seen the videos, how everyone is coming together, and we are literally fulfilling the words of Maimonides. So don't say Tehillim alone. Say it with someone else. Don't learn alone. Learn with somebody else, bechavrusa. Come together even more as an Am Yisrael. Because like we are saying, and everyone is screaming, and as Am Yisrael Chai, and Od Avinu Chai, so you know what we do? We become that much more of an Am Yisrael. And that's how we stamp out evil. And we follow the words of the Rambam in this time of war.